Good day, viewers. The Genius Online Maths welcome you to the first episode of today's business under statistics. And if you look at this question very well, this question is statistics and it is based under the ungrouped data. Also, if you look at this question closely, you will agree with me that this question is for the beginners and for those of us that have forgotten the simple basics of statistics. And don't forget that as we go on, we'll be dropping a series of episodes on this topic. And if you want to be updated, make sure you hit the subscribe button so that by the time we drop another episode on this topic, you will be the first person to be notified. And another thing you need to note in this is that as far as any external examination is concerned, they don't joke with statistics, be it in objective or in theory. If you look closely to your past question, you will agree with me that questions normally comes under this topic either in objective or in theory. So don't forget to hit the subscribe button so that by the time we drop a new episode on this, you'll be the first person to be notified. Alright, so now let's get down to business. Now, if you look at this question closely, we are asked to find the mean, median, and mode. So the first thing here is to find the mean. And don't forget that what does mean mean? Another word for mean is average. That is to say, we have to add all of these values together and divide it by the number of given data. So in this we have summation x over n. You see this symbol here, this symbol is refers to as summation. And another word for summation is addition. So therefore now I have, if I add all of this sum together, 1 plus 3 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 8 plus 6 plus 9 plus 3 plus 9 over. So now if I count this number, let me see, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. So that is over 10. So here I have, if I add this one together, this will give me, that is 48 over 10. So if you divide 48 upon 10, so this will give us 4.8. So that is how to find the mean of a given data like this under the ungrouped data. So number two, we are asked to find the median. So whenever you are asked to find the median of a number, even though from the word median, you would have noticed that they are talking about the what? About the middle number, that is the number that falls in the middle. And whenever you are asked to do something of this, the first thing that must come to our mind also is to rearrange the number either from the ascending order to the descending order or from the descending order to the ascending order. That is to say, from the lowest to the highest or from the highest to the lowest. But I will always advise my student to always rearrange the number from the lowest to the highest for easy access. So now let's get down to this now. Let's try to rearrange this number. So if I rearrange, I have 1 come first, comma 2. So I have 3. I also have another 3. So I also have another 3. So I have 4 next. So I have 6 next. Then I have 8 next. Then I have 9 next. Then another 9 again. So now, if you look at this now, if you arrange the number from the lowest to the highest, but always be very careful. Make sure you count the number to make sure that the number has already completed. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Good. That shows that my arrangement is what? Is correct. So the next thing now is to start pairing them to one another. That is, you pick from here and you also match it to the last number here till you get to the what? To the middle number. So here, if 1 match with 9, then I have 2 match with 9 again, then I have 3 match with 8, I have 3 again match with 6. So now you see that something occur here, that we have 2 numbers at the middle. So whenever you have 2 numbers at the middle, what do you do in that process is you add the 2 numbers together and divide it by what? By 2. So here we have 3 plus 4 over 2. So 3 plus 4 over 2 will result to 7 over 2. So if you divide 7 upon 2, so this will give us, that's 3.5. So the median here now is what? Is 3.5. So but if in a case whereby you have just a single number at the middle, by the time you match them together, you only one number left in the middle. So what do? You pick that number that falls in the middle to be your median. Hope you got it now. So now the question number 3 says we should find the mode. What do you mean by mode? Mode is the most occurring number. That is the number that come out the most in a given set of data. And when you look at this very well, if you look closely to the question, which number come out the most? That if you look at it very well, that is 3. So our mode here now is what? Is 3. So sorry. So our mode here now is 3. Why? It occur it occur most. So it's the most recurring number. So that is that about how to find the mean median mode of an ungrouped data. Now if you so now in the second question, something occur in this question, and what was that is that if you look at this question closely, we are asked to find the value of x in this question. So not every time question we ask you to always find the mean, to always find the mean. There are some questions whereby you'll be given the mean and you'll be asked to find the variables in the question. So like this question now, this question says if the mean of 689x 57 is what is 8, what is the value of x? That is our mandate in this question now is to find the value of x. So now from our formula we have mean is equals to summation x over n. So don't forget that the mean in this question now is what? The mean in this question here is 8. That is what we have been given. So whenever we see mean, now what do? We replace it with what? With 8. With 8. So here we have 8 is equals to, add up all of the numbers, we have 6 plus 8 plus 9 plus x plus 5 plus 7 everything over, let me count, 1 2 3 4 5 6. So everything over 6. So in this now what do we do is to add up the numerator first. So here we have 8 is equals to, when you add all of these numbers together, this will result to 35 plus x over 6. So what is the next thing to do in this type of question now is to cross and multiply. Cross and multiply. So if you cross and multiply, we have 8 multiplied by 6 is equals to 35 plus x. So 8 multiplied by 6 will give us, that is 48 is equals to 35 plus x. So the next thing in this now is to collect like times. To collect like times. So if I collect my like times, I have 48 minus 35. Don't forget there's an invisible plus here. And once it cross to an equality sign, automatically the sign in front of that 35 will change. So is equals to x. So 48 minus 35 will give us, so x is equals to 13. So therefore now the value of x here, the value of this x, the value of x here is 13. So that is what we are asked to do in this question. So don't forget to like, share and comment. Most especially, make sure you hit the subscribe button so that by the time we drop another series of episodes in this, you'll be the first person to be notified. Thank you for watching. Mass my world.